Greetings and welcome to Earth Angel Activities, where I will be doing a reading for all the Earth Angels out there tonight. So I wanted to get messages about your next Earth Angel mission, your next Earth Angel assignment. So I'll go ahead and get started. Thank you so much, Most High God, Divine Mother and Father. Thank you so much for your messages. Thank you for the viewer. Thank you for clarity. Thank you for understanding. Thank you for comfort. Thank you for love. Thank you for each other. Thank you for forgiveness. Thank you for messages on the viewer's next assignment, the thing that you want them to focus on, the thing you want them to do. In your name, I thank you so much. So it is. Ashe. What do you want the viewer to know? What do you want the viewer to know? Communication at the bottom of the deck. And the first card that I see is spiritual evolution. Set your heart free. It's a card number 35. So I see a silhouette here of a woman and a silhouette here of a man with truth. And I see that he's holding a mask. Boundaries. Medicine. And dark night of the soul. I'm seeing a situation where the self had to understand its own boundaries, and there goes the train. The self, you had to understand where you started and where someone else ends, or where they begin and where you end. I see like a meshing of energy. This energy of this masculine and feminine energy meshing in this way without boundaries, it led to a space where I'm hearing it couldn't be fixed. Like, trigger warning, right? But I am seeing like a flat line. Like it could not be revived. The situation, the energy, it spiraled into this dark energy of dark night of the soul. And there goes the train going really, really hard. For some of you, this has everything to do with finally getting to see yourself for the first time. That's an important message. For some of you, this has everything with finally getting to see yourself truly for who you are for the first time. And it caused a disruption in your thought process, in the way that you see the world, in the way that your puzzle pieces have always fit together, right? Well, they kind of stopped. And this sparked you to go into this dark night of the soul. And for some of you, the dark night, that spiral was triggered by the ending of a relationship. And for some of you, it was triggered by just a flat out, just dissatisfaction, overall dissatisfaction with life and a desire for change. And it led to this desire to understand a deeper meaning of life. And through trying to answer that question, you found yourself down the rabbit hole. But while you were there, I'm seeing that you were transformed into a whole new being. Your perspective was shifted so drastically that you found yourself in situations that kind of caused more of a feeling of isolation, but also of hope. There was hope in this isolation. I'm seeing that if you were to communicate with people around you about your experiences, that some of that isolation will drift away as more so of a concept than an actual construct, right? Because it becomes, you start to see that you isolated yourself in fear of being different, but really there are a lot more likenesses with your soul tribe around you that maybe you had overlooked, just maybe out of fear, you know. For some of you guys, this is just the beginning stages of being able to manifest whatever it is that you want. Because see, your desires aren't selfish. Your desires are for the highest and greatest good, for the collective. You know, even this dark night of the soul is for your highest and greatest good of the collective. Because your next angel assignment is pointing more towards being able to communicate and discuss the things that you've been through so that it can help someone else. Someone else is going to greatly benefit from the things that you have been through. And I'm hearing ayahuasca. I've been hearing that a lot. You know, I've been hearing ayahuasca a lot, and I'm hearing that, like, for some of you, you became a shaman. You became an actual medicine man, medicine woman, a shaman that is meant to share that gift of healing with so many others. You found ways to heal the spirit. The forgiveness is saying, I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. You learned this already. You learned this when you were in the dark night of the soul, becoming the shaman. And I'm showing that, happiness with the dolphins. I am aware that being happy means that I am on the right path. Yeah. You want to teach this lesson because it hit you so dramatically that you want to share that gift with other people. And I'm hearing the angels root you on and say that you should. But they're also saying that, like, you have a lot of fear. I realize that I am testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. Yeah. So, like, if you're having fear about your next assignment, then that means that you need to focus more on the message than you being the messenger. How much can your words help a people? How much can your contribution affect the goodness in the world? And if you feel that it really could, then there is humility in that service. There is humility in that work. It says, I feel good when I can help others. Like, the things that you have been through already were all setting you up for this assignment. It's like, this is an assignment of a lifetime. That's what I'm hearing. This is the assignment of a lifetime. Because what you're being called to do next has all, like, evolved over years, you know. It started with I'm hearing a spell of relationships that you had to forgive, be them romantic, family, or people that you just meet, right? And then learning through that to form boundaries. Then with medicine, having to soften those boundaries because you realize that the boundaries you built weren't allowing anything to come in, and that was including love, which is what sent you into this dark night of the soul. And then as you learned how to become selectively permeable, you found this place of love and ability to light up your own world in a sense, and it brought you so much freedom and joy and happiness. And now those experiences that have taken place over these years, they have all been divinely orchestrated so particularly just to bring you to this space where you'll be able to share and help your fellow man. But some of you doubt that that's true, or doubt that your suffering has had any purpose. And some of you feel that your suffering has, worry. Some of you feel that your suffering had no purpose to it at all, that it was just like a punishment for something that you've done in the past. But we see here, I am learning that worry doesn't change the outcome of anything. The angels are asking you to surrender. I can release my need to control, because there are people out there who need you now. Like you're waiting on this perfect whatever, this perfect moment, this perfect day, this perfect whatever. But that moment is now. And I'm hearing that the angels want you to see yourself as perfect. Like, I'm hearing them say, everybody always goes around saying that they're not perfect and that nobody's perfect. I mean, I've been guilty of saying that too. But they're telling me that, like, no, you're perfect. You're perfect in every way. You're physically perfect. You're aesthetically perfect. You're who you are as a human being. It is perfect. The issue of life is trying to accept the fact that you are. That you're already perfect, and that all these things that we try to obtain and try to become while we're here, it has nothing to do with that perfection that already exists, just simply straight from the divine. We sometimes put our soul in the same human standards, and it just doesn't go. Like, our human lives, they are important because we are souls that are having this physical experience. But you have to remember that you are a soul. That's what you are. You are energy, and your energy is beautiful. And that we are one. So why do you think that your words wouldn't be important if we are all connected and we are all one? Like, your angels really want you to be able to connect. And some of you guys are like, well, I'm not much of a talker. You don't have to be. You don't have to be much of a talker, There are plenty of ways that, like, your skill and just your energy alone is going to impact so many people. Like, I'm getting this vision of, like, this older guy with a white beard, a long white beard, and he is, like, helping kids in wood shop. Like, I'm getting, like, this vision of somebody making an impact. Like, you might not realize how much of an impact you're making, especially if you're a teacher, because that wood shop vibe is just making me feel like maybe some of you guys are teachers and you work in the community close to a lot of people. And I'm just hearing them say, like, everything matters. Saying hello matters. Saying thank you matters. Saying have a good day matters. Acknowledging someone's presence, it matters. It makes a big difference. It ripples throughout time. It ripples throughout eternity. These little small exchanges that we might sometimes look at as being insignificant, I'm seeing that they make the absolute world of difference. And so your next spiritual assignment involves you learning how to incorporate all the trauma and all the healing and all the sleepless nights with all the moments of victory and overcoming and all the ways you've learned how to receive peace, and to share that in your everyday interaction. Like, that's what they're telling you. To take a walk. If that's what you've been thinking, you know what, I think I might go on a walk this morning. If that's what you've been thinking, then go for the walk. If you go to the grocery store, smile. It's okay. If they don't smile back, it's okay. You don't know what that smile just overted. Okay? Your next assignment involves a lot of healing the inner child so that you can flourish in your unconditional love. To help soothe and heal your mind so that you're not worrying anymore. So that you're not full of worry. And I'm hearing Ashanti, Happy. I'm hearing that song. Anything else you want to say to the viewer, guys? Angels, spirit guides. That turned kind of dark pretty quick. Let's see what else. Love in reverse. Happiness in reverse. I was hearing Ashanti, I'm so happy. Frustration in reverse. Ghosts. Whew. Okay, so for some of you, somebody was ghosted, be it that you ghosted someone else or that you were ghosted. And there is a lot of anger around feeling rejected in this love situation. This is a rejection romantically. And all these cards over here in reverse: comfort, frustration, happiness, and ghost. And at the bottom of the deck, we have passion. So a lot of root chakra, sacral chakra, heart chakra energy. I'm seeing that with the boundaries, there weren't boundaries up against this person. You allowed this person to have anything from you that they asked for. You really set no limits on what you were willing to do, say, or become for this person, or vice versa. They did the same for you. And I'm seeing that energy has affected your frame of mind right now, and that is the source of worrying, is this anger around this rejection, whether you're on the receiving or the giving end of this. How can they make this right? Let's see. How can this wrong be righted, God? What do you want the viewer to know about this energy? I'm hearing control your emotions while you're driving. Control your emotions while you're driving. Your mind, your heart, they want you to feel this heartbreak. For the Three of Swords to come out on top of the love, they want you to feel this heartbreak, feel the heartache, and allow your mind to see things from a higher realm. If you are throwing hate or shade, then that's showing that there's still a scar in there. I'm seeing the scales of justice with this Two of Pentacles beside the Queen. And I'm seeing that it's important for you to balance your actions, like become more physically active. If there is pain lingering, then your angels want you to become more physically active, because they can help move the energies out faster if you were physically moving your body. And it doesn't have to be anything too harsh, because like I said, I was hearing something about someone taking a walk. The Six of Wands and the Ace of Wands. This is victory, victory, victory. Okay? But it requires you to rest. And with this rest, it's not your typical rest. This is more like a hibernation energy. Yeah, because while you hibernate, you see this moon, it's like while you hibernate, you gain so much new success. The wheels turn. Some of you guys are having a difficult time with allowing your soul or your being to be at peace because you've created these scenarios in your mind that keep you in this mental prison. And your way of thinking is attributing to this heartache. But your angels want to give you rest. So this is the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords out here so far. They want you to become the master of your own thoughts because you need that, in order to lead the next. Like, I'm hearing that this is not just for you. This is for the ones you'll lead. The Two of Wands, absolutely yes. That this mental victory is for the people that you're going to help. Hermit in reverse. They want you to go ahead and learn this lesson. Like, go ahead and understand, like, that it was all part of the plan. That ghosting situation, it was all part of the plan. And that it's almost time for you to come out of hermit mode. I'm hearing that if you were the one who ghosted someone, and you feel bad about it, like you ghosted somebody and you feel bad about it, I'm seeing, what should they do? I'm seeing that it could possibly be that it was part of your intuition, and that the best thing for you to do was to leave that situation alone. That this situation was trying to distract you from your spiritual assignment, your spiritual work. And that you shouldn't feel bad about ghosting that person. That person or that situation was trying to keep you from your real love, your true love. It was almost as if they were love bombing you. And if they ghosted you and then do not let this person come back. They just want to see if they can finish out the plan. Because you have love. You already have love. Like, you don't feel like you're missing anything. This person feels like they're missing something. Look, Hangman, they feel like they're missing something. They feel like they're losing out. And for some reason, they're thinking that if they come back to you, that all their wishes and dreams will be fulfilled. And quite possibly they could have been. It could have been that way at some point. But it can't be that way now for the simple fact that you have a mission and they've already shown you, and that as long as you follow, yes, this card coming out in reverse, it could have been an earth sign that was behaving this way, or it could be an earth sign that's coming in now, because your assignment is so important and you need to stay on task. So that they could have been a Capricorn for sure with the King of Earth and then the Devil. But the Six of Wands, you're kind of like over this person now, because you realize that you have people to help. You have souls to save. It's like the clock is ticking. Yeah, you recognize your role in this. You are the Empress Emperor. You're the one who people need. You need to be on your mission. Because you're the one who kind of wakes people up. I'm hearing like gummy bears. Do you remember that old cartoon? I'm showing my age now. Gummy bears, when they would drink that little gummy juice or whatever that juice was, but it would like make them stronger, make them jump higher and stuff. I mean, I'm hearing like Janelle Monáe saying like, you got the juice. Like, you don't have time to waste because you got the juice. You got the juice that is going to wake everyone up, that's going to bring everyone front and center to who they are. That's why it's so important for you to be able to share your message, how you transform, how far you came, how you went from this worried energy to this strength energy. This energy here is what trained you. This is what made you a whisperer of these things. You are like the lion whisperer, you know, because you came through the jungle. You've been through the fire, you know. That's what got you here to this very strong space. Okay? So just be mindful of who you spend your time with and how you spend your time, because your mission now is so important. Your mission is based in sharing your story, and you don't want to become distracted and get off track. Pleasure and radical rebirth. Live out loud. Yes, it's like live your life. Have a good time. Enjoy your life. Don't take things so seriously, because the sheer happiness that you feel is going to radiate off of you everywhere you go. The grocery store, the library, when you drive down the highway, that love is going to radiate from you. Everything you do, every person you touch, you leave a hint of love with them. You plant a seed of love with every person you come in contact with. And that is the meaning of your assignment at this time. That's the meaning of your assignment. Simply being happy, nurturing yourself, and allowing it to ooze out automatically everywhere you go. It's beautiful. But anyway, I hope that this reading has been of assistance to you. So until next time, bye.